This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And this was honestly a really good movie. I really did enjoy it. There will be full spoilers for it, so if you have not watched it yet, please don't, because this was an amazingly well-made movie. And yeah, honestly, this movie was really crazy, from so many just completely random cameos, from the PlayStation Spider-Man to the Spider-Man of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire appearing in scenes, and a reference to the events of No Way Home. It went and got really crazy, and it just continued to get more insane as there was two things, with the Spot being a decent antagonist for it, but far more interesting, and it was the conflict with the other Spider-Men and them going up against Miles, trying to keep continuity going the way it's supposed to, and letting his father die, but they just had to force things to be changed, and through that it did get pretty crazy, and I think that the conflict is all really well set up, and this movie just did a great job setting up the next one, which is Beyond the Spider-Verse, and I think that's going to be really cool to see. I really am excited to see where they go with this, because this was just done really amazingly, and I really can't wait to see it when it continues next year. And yeah, all these cameos and everything were really crazy. The animation looked really amazing, and all the characters were done really well. Everything was just pushed forward so well, and it really was just done amazingly. I also like the focus we got on just some of the other characters, like Gwen specifically. It was really interesting to see more of a focus on her. And the only thing I would kind of say I wish we could have seen is, instead of seeing the George Stacy death from Amazing Spider-Man, that instead we could have seen Gwen Stacy's from Amazing Spider-Man 2, since that was, although Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not as good as the first one, I think that's a more impactful scene of death with everything, but it still works. And I get why Tom Holland wasn't specifically shown or anything, although it could have worked for a scene of a dying family member like Uncle Ben. He specifically couldn't appear because he is with the MCU and is a little more tied into that, but it still worked to have a reference to him and confirm they're in the same continuity and give the MCU its correct comic book universe designation. And just going into everything, I think that it's going to be interesting with the vision they're set up with the evil version of Miles as the Prowler, and Miles having to try and escape from him. I also think that this is going to be really interesting to see where it goes and finishes up, and to see how Changing Fate will really change everything, because I wasn't sure at what point they were going to cut it off in this movie, and this movie was just so action packed and crazy. I just couldn't wait to keep seeing it, and I really just can't wait to see the next part. This is one of the longest animated movies I think that's always been released in theaters, and not considering ones that are two-part movies that would equal around the length of this, like Dark Knight Returns. This is just really amazing, and I can't wait to see where it goes. But I do want to know what you think. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.